The Different Stories About Animals channel presents 50 Interesting and Curious Facts About Flamingos. 1. The flamingo is a large bird with beautiful pink or red feathers, also known for its long legs and slightly crooked long beak. Until recently, flamingos were referred to the order of storks, but scientists came to the conclusion that flamingos should be placed in a separate order: flamingos. 2. The birds get their name from the Latin word flamenco, fire, which indicates their bright color. 3. Nowadays there are 6 species of flamingo on the earth: lesser, common or pink flamingo, Caribbean or red flamingo, Chilean, James flamingo, and Andean flamingo. 4. Flamingos prefer to live near salty shallow lakes, in coastal lagoons, on shoals, and near estuaries. 5. Flamingos belong to one of the oldest bird families. The fossil remains of flamingos closest to modern flamingos date back 30 million years, while the fossils of more primitive species are more than 50 million years old. The fossils were found in places where flamingos are no longer to be seen today: parts of Europe, North America, and Australia. This indicates they had a much wider range in the past. 6. The pink flamingo is the most common flamingo species. The common or pink flamingo is found in Africa, Southern Europe, and Southwestern Asia. They are the largest of the flamingos. The pink flamingo reaches 1.2 to 1.5 meters in height and weighs up to 4 kilograms. 7. It is also the only flamingo species inhabiting the territory of the former Soviet Union in Kazakhstan, Lake Tengiz, Lake Chelkartengiz, and Lake Ashatastasar. 8. In Europe, flamingos nest in the Camargue Reserve, at the mouth of the Rhône River, southern France, as well as in Las Marismas in southern Spain. In Africa, the bird nests on lakes of Morocco, southern Tunisia, northern Mauritania, Kenya, Cape Verde Islands, the south of the continent. It also inhabits lakes in southern Afghanistan, at altitudes up to 3,000 m, and northwestern India, Kutch, and has recently nested in Sri Lanka. 9. Flamingo does not nest in Russia, but is regularly observed during migrations in the mouth of the Volga River, in Dagestan, Kalmykia, Krasnodar, and Stavropol territories. It also flies to the south of Siberia to the Altai Territory, Tyumen, Omsk, Tomsk, and Novosibirsk regions, Buryatia, Irkutsk region, Yakutia, Primorai, and the Urals. Flamingos flying through Russia winter in Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, and Iran. 10. It is estimated that a common flamingo eats up to a quarter of its own weight in a day. A colony of 500,000 pink flamingos in India consumes about 145 tons of food per day. 11. The lesser flamingo lives in Africa and northern India and is the smallest of the flamingos. The lesser flamingo is only a little over 0.8 meters long and weighs an average of 2.5 kilograms. 12. Pink flamingos have the palest feather coloration, while Caribbean flamingos are famous for their bright pink, almost red feathers. 13. Pink or red coloring of flamingo plumage is caused by lipochromes, which birds get with food. 14. Flamingos are social birds that live in different sized groups. They gather in flocks when they fly from place to place and also prefer to stay in groups when they are on the ground. 15. When eating, flamingos dip their head under the water, draw in water with their beak, sifting the nutritious food they eat, and the water comes out through the supraorbital. Tiny, hair-like filters help screen out food and release water. One study showed that a special float that supports the bird's head allows it to feed by flipping its head over and keeping it on the surface of the water. 16. Caribbean flamingos can be found in the Caribbean, northern South America, the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula, and the Galapagos Islands. 17. Flamingos' long legs help them to walk on the bottom even in relatively deep water in search of food, which gives them some advantages over other birds. 18. Ancient Romans highly valued flamingo tongue as a delicacy. Flamingo eggs are also eaten as meat in different parts of the world. 19. Flamingos can also be found on high mountain lakes. In addition, they are able to tolerate very large temperature variations. 20. The family way of life of flamingos is based on equality. Here both male and female participate in the process of hatching, and then rearing chicks. Male flamingo incubates eggs laid by the female together with her female mate. 21. Chilean flamingos are found in the southwest of South America. 22. Flamingos have a massive, down-curved beak with a movable lower part, which distinguishes them from other birds. 23. Males are generally larger than females and have much longer legs. 24. The average age of flamingos is about 30 years. In nature reserves and zoos, these birds live longer than in the wild. 25. Flamingos have loud and piercing cries. 26. James flamingos are found only in South America, Peru, Chile, Bolivia, and Argentina. 27. These birds can fly, but they need a short run to get off the ground. While flying, they extend their long necks and legs in one straight line. 28. In case of danger, flamingos take off, and it is difficult for predator to choose a certain prey among them. Moreover, the wing feathers are always black, and in flight they prevent from focusing on a prey. 29. Flamingos can also swim well, though not very deeply. However, it is almost impossible to catch them doing this. They prefer to walk gently, swaying from side to side, than to bathe their feathers in water. 30. It can be safely said about graceful flamingos that they go from extreme to extreme. Thus, these unusual and beautiful birds live either in hot volcanic lakes or in icy water. 31. Andean flamingo inhabits Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Bolivia. 32. Of all flamingo species, only Andean flamingo has yellow legs. 33. The Andean flamingo population is in severe decline due to habitat loss and environmental quality. 34. Not only do flamingos eat sand and mud from the water, they also do not breathe during their meal. 35. Flamingos lay one egg at a time. Both females and males take turns in incubating. The chick that emerges after 30 days is called a chick. It is initially gray or white in color and does not change until it is 2 years old. 36. In appearance, the flamingo chick does not differ much from the chicks of other birds. Even its beak is ordinary, not curved. 37. Flamingo chicks are fussy about food. Meat, fish, or insects, all that other birds feed their young do not suit them. They can't fish for plankton as their beaks are straight from birth. The proud curve appears only at the age of 2 weeks. However, parents feed their youngsters before and after that for 2 whole months. Like pigeons, they produce a liquid secret bird's milk, only red. It is allocated by special glands lining the esophagus. It contains a lot of fat, protein, blood and some plankton. 38. Milk is given not only by females, but also by males, but the interesting thing is that its production is controlled by the same hormone as in all mammals, including humans. 39. Each flamingo family has only one chick, but birds take care of all children living in the colony. They resemble penguins in this aspect. Flamingos also have kindergartens where chicks spend all the time while parents find food under the supervision of their caretakers on duty. There can be up to 200 chicks in such group, but any parent will quickly find their child by his/her voice. 40. A flock of flamingos can reach speeds of up to 35 miles, approximately 56 kilometers per hour when flying. 41. Flamingos create pairs during the mating season, but find other partners in the following season. 42. Female and male build a nest together. The nest is usually built from mud and is about 0.3 m high. The height allows it to be protected from floods and heavily heated ground surface. 43. The female lays only 1 egg per season, which is guarded by both parents. After the chick hatches, both parents are also responsible for it and feed it. 44. Hatchlings have gray feathers, pink beak and feet. They do not acquire the characteristic pink feather coloration until they are 2 years old. 45. Flamingo cannot be confused with any other bird because of peculiarities of body structure and amazing plumage coloration. These are quite large birds, height 120 to 145 centimeters, weight 2100 to 4100 g, wingspan 149 to 165 centimeters. Besides, females are smaller than males and have shorter legs. Head of flamingo is small, beak is massive, and in middle part it is abruptly, knee-like, curved downwards. 46. In East Africa, flamingos cluster in gigantic flocks of over 1 million individuals, forming the largest flocks of birds on the planet. 47. Flamingos can cope even with extreme natural conditions in which few other animal species survive. For example, they are found near very salty or alkaline lakes. This is conditioned by the presence of large populations of crustaceans, such as Artemia, in highly saline water bodies, where fish do not live due to high salinity. Crustaceans are the main food of flamingo. 48. Flamingos have a habit of sleeping on one leg. They use this technique to save energy and keep warm. 49. Flamingos' legs are not covered with feathers, so they freeze in the wind, trying to keep one leg warm at a time. In fact, their body is organized so that flamingo easily stands on one leg, holds it straight, without using muscle power. 50. Flamingos are omnivores. They eat both plants and meat. Mollusks and algae that they catch in water bodies contain carotenes, the coloring substances that make their feathers pink or orange.